Hi there, students. Usury. A usurer is the person. Usurious as an adjective. Usuriously, an adverb. Usuriousness. Okay, usury, I think the modern definition of usury would be lending money, or the practice of lending money unethically or immorally, making immoral loans that unfairly enrich the lender. It has a moral idea, condemning the taking advantage of other people's misfortunes. I think nowadays we would define usury as lending money at excessive interest rates, charging too much money. I think in olden times, usury, the definition was just lending money and charging interest on that. In many ancient societies, that was a sin, yeah, lending money at interest. And I believe under Islam, lending money at interest is still a sin. I'd be interested to hear comments about that from people who know more. Okay, so usury, lending money at outrageous interest rates, lending it at very high interest rates. There are laws against usury, yeah. A usurious loan has an interest of 100% per year or something. Okay, a usurer is somebody who's charging extortionate rates of interest. Yeah, they charge a usurious interest rate. Okay, so usury, lending money at an exorbitant or an illegally high rate. Yeah, the bank charged me a usurious interest rate. Okay, so either just the act of charging interest, but I think more commonly the act of charging unreasonable interest. I think you could probably use this metaphorically as well. I think there are many employers who have usurious practices where they make their workers work much more than is reasonably expected. Yeah, I wonder if you could define this as usurious people in the West taking advantage of cheap products from third world nations where people work under unreasonable and unfair conditions. I think I might define that as usurious as well, but maybe strictly it's not a valid use. Okay, so usury, money lending at interest, or lending money charging an interest rate. So yeah, the loan shark is a usurer. Yeah, notice calling him a shark. He lends people money who have great difficulty paying the interest, and he lends it at very high rates. That's normally because the banks or more conventional lenders won't lend the money. Yeah, and that's where the usurer or the loan shark comes in. Okay, usury. How formal is this? I think this is really quite a formal word. I'd give it 6.57 in formality. What would I say informally? An exorbitant interest rate, an unfair interest rate. Yeah, charging an arm and a leg to borrow money, for example. So, as I said, 6.57 in formality, something to use in semi-formal, formal writings. And then, let's see, there was a Middle English word, usury, which has exactly the same meaning, from the Latin usura or usura, lending money at interest, usury, which comes from usus, use. Yeah, so effectively, yeah, you are using people's misfortunes, and that's the idea of usury. So I would say nowadays usury is the the taking advantage of people by lending them money at exorbitant rates or rates they can't afford, taking advantage of people's situation. Anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Usury.